Chapter 14, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This chapter is the sixth sense, the door to the temple of wisdom. And he was basically saying on how you want to tap into the universal mind. Remember, he was saying the creative imagination is what receives thoughts and hunches and inspirations into your mind, right? And so Napoleon Hill gave this, for lack of a better word, practice that he would use before he went to bed. What he did was he created this group called his invisible counselors. And there was basically real people that he admired, that he wanted to gain certain traits that they had, certain characteristics that they had. And so he would basically use 9 of these men. I think one of them was Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Edison, Ralph Emerson, Napoleon, to name a few. And they would have meetings every night. And so he would draw inspiration from those meetings to the point where they start having their own life. Abraham Lincoln would come and put his hand on his shoulder. He would be late coming in, the last one to leave. Napoleon Hill would give his advice on things. This person would give his advice on things, and it would be like a real meeting. But Napoleon Hill would be the chairman of the board. He would be the boss of all bosses, so to speak, the head, right? And he was saying at first he did this to just test his subconscious mind, but then it got to a point where anytime him or his clients were having challenges or things that need to be answered, he would not solely rely on this practice, but it would be of beneficial use from those imaginary meetings. And he said it even got to the point where he felt like Abraham Lincoln was at his bedside, and it got to a point where he didn't know if that was real or fake. And the guy Thomas Edison was alive during the time he was doing this, and he knew him personally. So he came to him and told him about the dreams, and he said that the dream may be more realistic than you are imagining. So what he was doing was he was tapping into the minds of the men that he admired or was inspired by, even though they were not physically present with him at night. But he still used their brain, the broadcasting system, the antenna, to send and receive messages of those men. So that was just something that made me kind of be like, okay, that's something I never tried before. That's something that I may apply and see how it go. But he said it went from 9 invisible counselors to 50 invisible counselors, including Christ, Plato, Confucius, Muhammad, so on and so forth. So basically, anybody that you admire, whatever their background, profession, whether they local, entertainers, entrepreneurs, athletes, whatever floats your boat, try that practice and let me know how it worked for you if you tried.